that Steele may have been hired by someone associated with a rival candidate or campaign.
Certainly some big moments from the hours-long hearing with Michael Horowitz, who testified that the debunked Steele dossier was in fact used by the feds to justify spying on an American citizen.
The DOJ watchdog also biting back at Democrats for downplaying the errors laid out in his report. So how serious are these revelations, and how will they affect the upcoming impeachment vote? Congressman Jim Banks joins us now. Congressman Banks, good morning.
Good to be with you.
All right, so we learned in this IG report that FBI agents straight up lied in order to surveil Carter Page. What's your reaction to that, and how can we make sure that this never happens again?
Well, first of all, Mr. Horowitz's findings in the report do show this is, if not the biggest scandal in modern history, the biggest scandal in American history, period. What he found in his report is that indeed everyone who touched this FISA application, as he said, is not vindicated. He also said that while he can't rule out political bias across the board, he certainly finds that major mistakes were happening along the way. And what he shows what all of us, many of us know already, that this was all brought about for political purposes to begin with.
Well, let's listen to the Inspector General.
So many basic and fundamental errors were made by 3 separate hand-picked investigative teams. Circumstances reflect a failure by the managers and supervisors in the Crossfire Hurricane chain of command.
You know, initially Democrats were kind of bragging about the findings of the report, but after they put him in the chair and asked him questions, it didn't look as good.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, Mr. Horowitz's testimony was very clear. And to your point earlier, this can never happen again. That's why I called on Senator Lindsey Graham, the only man in America who can call Adam Schiff and some of the motivators, those early on who have brought this dark cloud over our country, to come and testify before his committee, the Judiciary Committee in the Senate. That's how we make sure that this never happens again, to bring the hog out in front of the American people and gut it so everyone in this country can see how all of this travesty was brought about in the beginning by one political party, the opposing political party of the president, as the president goes into an election year to try to damage him and weaponize the impeachment process.
Yeah, speaking of Lindsey Graham and sort of another surveillance story, you've made it very clear that you want to subpoena Adam Schiff's phone records for what he did to Devin Nunes. Here is Lindsey Graham's response to your request.
I don't have any desire to subpoena Adam Schiff's phone records. We're not going to do that. When House members and senators start subpoenaing each other as part of oversight, the whole system breaks down.
So he's not on board with that plan. What do you say to that?
I have a lot of respect for Lindsey Graham. He and I both have worn the uniform. I've known him for a number of years, but I disagree with him on this part, because Adam Schiff, we know, already lied to the American people about meeting with the whistleblower. And what we will come to find out, I believe, if we subpoena his phone records, if we force him to testify, bring Hunter Biden and Joe Biden in to testify, bring Mark Zaid, the whistleblower's attorney, in to testify, I believe that there are a lot of reasons for us to believe that we're going to find out that much of this was coordinated. Once again, coordinated for political purpose to damage a sitting president as he goes into an election year. That's what we've got to make sure never happens again. This isn't about me. This isn't about Lindsey Graham. This isn't about Donald Trump. This is about making sure that our country never goes through the hell that we've gone through over the past year because of the actions of Nancy Pelosi, Adam Schiff, and others in the Democrat Party in the House.
Yeah, tensions are certainly high. Congressman Banks from the great state of Indiana, thanks for waking up early.